everyone, it's Relic here, and we are back playing some more FTB Beyond on the FTOG community server. So, it's been a few days since I've last recorded this, and if you've been following my channel, you notice there's been a little bit of a gap in between videos, and I should say first up that I apologise for that. My wife has been in to hospital to have some back surgery, so I've had to be there for that really. And yeah, as such, I haven't really had time to get on and play much at all. So this is pretty much as I left it before, with the exception of one addition. So if you just go over here, I've got myself. No, it's not that. It's here even. So I've got myself a sag mill from Ender.io. And yeah, pretty easy to set up. Just go in. I'm sure you've all seen the recipe for this before, but just for completion, it is literally a few pieces of flint, some iron, piston, and you can look at this yourself. But I've set one up, and the reason why is because I wanted lots of gravel, and so I've been sag milling cobblestone down just so we can get loads of gravel. And the reason for that is because I want to make concrete, and it's the concrete from Railcraft. And if we just go in to concrete, and I don't, for some reason there is a lot more concrete than there was last time. So yeah, it's this. So we need bags of concrete around iron ingots, and bags of concrete are made with nether quartz and gravel. So I've spent some time in the nether as well, and we've got a load of that going on. And somewhere in one of these chests, so literally I've only just come on and started recording, and I haven't checked where anything is. So yeah, we've got a little bit of concrete in here, and the reason why I want that is because I want to start my build over here. Now I'm gonna be using concrete in it. It's not going to be a completely concrete building, but I'm using concrete for part of it. So today, all I'm going to do is I am going to put down the footprint for the house. And I was originally planning to record the entire build of it, but as I say, I've just not been on enough to collect together all the materials and that I need for it. And I am just going to use any old block for the footings. So probably just use some dirt for now, just to make life a little bit easier. And we will definitely get onto that for the next episode, because we need some walls, that is for sure. And I need to just make sure that I've got enough room. So the house is basically going to start over here, and I think that will probably be enough room if I do this starting from here. So I am going to get this down, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so got that down, and I gotta say, it's looking a little bit bigger than it did when I planned it out in a creative world. But yeah, we're definitely gonna go with it. I don't know, I might in between episodes, I might just move it back a little bit, because it seems, I don't know, maybe in the wrong position there. Probably could do with perhaps filling in this hole over here and just relocating the farms and moving it back. But that is pretty much, that is going to be it. And that is what we're going to do. You know, I'm watching chat as I'm doing this, as I've been playing, and people are talking about creating, like, you know, a few million RF per tick power. And it kind of occurs to me that I've got my little setup down here, I think creating like 100 RF per tick. So yeah, definitely quite a way behind in terms of the power creation, but that is absolutely fine. I'm quite used to it. So we'll carry on anyway. But what I really want to do today then is, as we're not going to be doing this, is I do want to start getting some resources together. And whilst going over to the mining dimension is pretty easy to get stuff, I do want to sort of do away with the manual side of it. So I've decided that we're going to have a bit of a go at setting up the RFTools Builder. And yeah, just kind of aware that it is becoming night time. Okay, so that's that dealt with. But yeah, so what, as I say, I don't want to go and chat. What I want to do is I want to create an RFTools Builder, and hopefully it isn't. In fact, if we just put in builder, that would probably make more sense. So this item here, it's a pretty cool item actually. It does require, if I remember rightly, quite a bit of power, but you can just leave this. Now, hopefully I can chunk load an area while this is running in the mining dimension, and I won't have to just stand there and wait for it. But yeah, we'll see. I don't really want to have things running the chunk loaded on the server, but for this, I think just while this is running, we'll probably do that. So we need an ender pearl. Now, obviously, we haven't got any ender pearls, but the ender dragon fight event took place on the server over the weekend, and I think Thorgal has probably got a video up for that. So if I can find that, I'll link that up so you guys can watch that. As I say, I wasn't about at the weekend, but yeah, that means that the end is now open to us, so I can nip over to the end and hopefully get some ender pearls and not die too many times. Now, in the machine frame, yeah, we've got all of those bits and pieces, so it looks as though, yeah, it looks as though this is pretty doable actually. And then we are going to need a quarry card, and I think if I remember rightly, it's this one that we need. So we just need some glass and a shape card, which is going to require a bunch more diamonds. So we're going to have to do a little bit more mining in order to get this, because I haven't got any diamonds. And although, what is this in the middle here? So that just requires some brick and a bit more iron, some paper. So we need to gather together some bits and pieces for this. Now, as I say, I'm not really sure. I don't think I've actually got any diamonds at all. Definitely got some lapis in there. That is pretty handy that we've got that. And I kind of remember going mining and grabbing some diamonds, but probably I've used those. So let's just, in fact, it's maybe I've got them in my backpack. No, there's no diamonds in there either. Right, so I am going to have to nip off camera. I'm going to have to go and do a bit more manual mining in order to get some diamonds. And then once we've got those, be back. We can nip over to the end and hopefully grab ourselves some ender pearls. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so after what seems like an absolute age of digging, I've finally managed to get hold of some diamonds, and I've put them away somewhere already and lost them, which is pretty typical of me. There we go. So we've got those, and we should now be able to put together the pick and the shovel that we need. So let's just get those made. So there's the pick, and there is the shovel. And just remind myself what we need. So we need some glass. I know we need some bricks as well. So let's grab the bricks out. Let's grab the glass out. And now, hopefully, we should be able to pop this together. We're missing some iron. And hopefully we've got a bunch of that somewhere. Not really a bunch of it. Oh yeah, we've got some over here as well. Cool. I was getting a bit worried then. I thought, I don't really know how we could possibly have run out of iron, the amount of mining that we've done so far. Right, so I need paper. This is my usual efficient self, of course. And, right, so now are we done? Right, there is the shape card. And then we should be able to put this item together. And I think that is pretty much it. I think clearing quarry is pretty much the one that we want. So if we pop that together, and now let's go back in and just make sure that I've got all the bits that I need to make this. Oh yeah, of course we need the ender pearls. So we need, and yeah, we've got all of those bits. So it's just an ender pearl that we need. So I think what I'll do is, the end portal is now set up in spawn, and I've not been there yet, but I have double checked that the dragon isn't roaming about at the moment. It is dead, so it's a little bit safer for us. So I think what we need to do is we need to go and farm a few endermen, and I'm just going to take some dirt with me. But yeah, I'm gonna get myself sorted and get all these bits and pieces put away, and I'll meet you at the portal. Okay, so here we are, and the end portal is just over here. So hopefully this works out okay. So let's just jump straight in. As I say, I haven't been here yet. I've no idea what to expect. And okay, so that's pretty cool. We end up in a pretty decent area, and straight away I've walked into an Enderman. That wasn't necessarily the most ideal thing that could have happened, and I probably just want to be looking down. I don't want to wind them up too much. And yeah, that is kind of what I want to do. So there's people have already set up little zones over here. So what I want is just a little area where I can set myself up a little hut, and hopefully we can attract a few Endermen, get ourselves a few Ender pearls. So if we start just here, and we'll make this just big enough for us to stand in and not be attacked, hopefully. And that should do like that. I'm really nervous actually about looking up, because and now what is going on? Why are they all so angry already? That is bizarre. Let's just... Okay, so I got this little hut built, and I don't even know really what went through my mind. I'm not going to look up for a second, because these guys are pretty aggressive. And yeah, come to the end, and we'll build ourselves, in amongst all these Endermen, a little safe house of dirt. Yeah, I really don't know what I was thinking about. So yeah, in amongst that crazy couple of seconds there, it appears that I picked up 6 Ender Pearls, and they are the Ender Pearls that I need anyway. So now all we need to do is get ourselves back out of here. And I've got to say, I didn't really think this through at all, and I need a way of actually getting back out here again. And I am a little bit concerned, I've got to say. And okay, cool. So somebody must have been down here actually. Let's just jump in here. Maybe that takes us back home. Okay, well, that was way easier than I thought it was going to be honest, despite my little sort of derp there. But we've got the Ender Pearls that we need. We're back safe and sound. I didn't die. It's probably a first for me in the end, to be honest. So now we are going to need to fish out all of that stuff that we've just put away. So we've got some bricks. That is cool. I don't need to worry about those. What else was it I needed here? The redstone, that's fine. A bit of lapis, a bit of iron, and some gold nuggets. Now, I know that we've got... Oh, I don't know what's going on there. Bit of a crazy run thing going on there. So grab some gold. So I ended up at the rest of that part I did. Good. And we should have some lapis in here, which is cool. We should have some redstone. I did bung some redstone temporarily in one of these. I think we should have a bunch of iron. I think I just put it in the dirt container. Maybe for now. I don't really know what I did with it, but that's fine. We'll grab all those bits and pieces out for a second. We've got some more bricks there. And where did I put the rest of my iron? I've got to admit, I thought that I'd been quite sensible and put it all in the same place, but seemingly not. Did I put it back over here? There's no way that I could have been that organised. I wasn't, but we've got some more over here anyway. So I am just going to need in a moment to find that. But let's get this builder made. Stop messing about. So we need to grab ourselves one of these. So we need some of these first of all. And let's grab ourselves... I just clicked on the wrong one. Let's grab ourselves a machine frame. And now in fact, we need to change those back into normal bricks. So have I got... Yeah, I've got sufficient bricks actually that I don't need to worry about doing that. So we'll grab those. And now... Yes, excellent. Right, there is the builder. And we are going to need to grab ourselves some... In fact, we'll grab one of those as well. We'll pop... I'll organise this again a bit later. We've got the shape card. We're going to need to grab... So that was our iron, was there actually. So, in fact, we'll grab that iron because we will make ourselves another iron chest. And that will make life a little bit simpler. So let's grab that, surround that with some iron, like so. And then we're going to need to grab a load of the coal. Now, I'm pretty much grabbing all of my coal here because what I want to do is I want to grab this coal generator for now. Now this, can we get that out of the way? This is, that's messed up my whole system there for a minute, but this is going to be pretty slow and pretty painful doing it this way, but this is going to enable us to get started off. And pretty soon I think I want to get, I know it's quite advanced, but I want to get into some of the environmental tech and get one of the solar panels going. But I think, yeah, we've got everything we need. And we can head over to the mining dimension and get this set up. So I'll meet you over there. Okay, so, yeah, we're here in the mining dimension. And, yeah, I've planned this really badly as well because it is night time. And for some reason, I don't seem to be able to sleep. But, yeah, that's fine. We can cover this little hole up in our little hole just here. And we can start to set this up. So I am literally going to pop this down here, and of course we are going to need to get out there so that we can do the shape card. Now, okay, that's fine, we can do that. Right, let's pop this down, and professional as ever, we'll make ourselves a door, and hopefully I won't get too owned when I go out there. So we'll pop the chest on top here, and that was a bit of an error because now I can't access it. That's fine, now we'll be able to access that. And we need to grab our card, we need to shift click it onto here, and then we need literally to do a little bit of a run out here. So we'll say the first corner is going to be there. Now, of course, we need to dig down a little bit, don't we? Oh, now that is more of a pain than I was kind of hoping that it would be, because I'm now going to say I've got to dig down a little bit. Right, okay, let me get this sorted and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I've dug myself a little tunnel down so I can put the second coordinate in. I'm hoping that this will work this way. Has this got any energy in it? It hasn't. Let's put some coal in here. Right, that is beginning to fill up. That's cool. We'll let that fill up for a while. And I think there. So we'll put the first coordinate. In fact, we need to give this a click again, do we? Right, there we go. Right, so here we go. So let's grab the first area. I think if we just grab that there, and then we'll just quickly jump down into our little hole and stick that down here as well. Now I've got the boots on as well, so I won't take any fall damage, so that is pretty cool. And yeah, I haven't really thought I'm going to get back out of here, so I am going to have to dig my way back out again. So that is the settings copied. Okay, so back, and the next thing that we need to do then is we need to pop this in here, but I think if we just shift click this in the air, we can basically void those items. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. In fact, yeah, we'll void gravel as well for now because I only want to get ores and I'm not sure how much I'm going to get. So we'll leave that as it is. We'll pop that into here, And then we just need to grab ourselves a lever really quickly. And we should, fingers crossed, be good to go. So pop that on there. And get that running. Cool. Right, so that is getting us some ores. And it's also picking up some torches. Which I'd assume there wasn't anything else around here. Because there was no chunks set. And that reminds me, I should really do that myself. So I think it's if we press here and we can get the claimed chunks going on. Now, yeah, I'm right next to somebody else's chunks. I should have checked this beforehand, but it's fine. We will just cover this little area off here. I don't want too much of it, just as long as this bit is covered. So let's just make sure, am I still in the same? Yeah, I am, that's fine. Good, right, so that is running, and we should actually, I didn't think to check this, actually get this so that the chunks are loaded. Now, I can't remember exactly how we do that, so do we do this? Chunks loaded, no. Claimed area. No, I don't actually know how to load the chunks. Which, it doesn't matter. We can kind of AFK against this, I suppose. We've got some limestone, we've got a bit of that. And we are still building up. We are still building up some more power in there. There is a mine down here. There's a mine there. Okay, well that is that is doing its thing. I've got to admit, I did expect this to start from the top, to be honest, but it doesn't seem to be working overly quickly, and I'm just wondering. Yeah, that's got no power in it at the moment. We're going to need to get some better power, is the bottom line, but I think we're quite a way off of actually getting anything like the environmental tech. So if we have a look at the solar panels for this, perhaps these solar panels would work. Let's have a look and see. Generation 32, 128. So before you're generating any decent amount of power, let's start off, you need mirrors. That's fairly easy to get. I think pistons, that would be fairly easy to get. But then you're into getting sort of clocks and photovoltaic cells and stuff, which I guess wouldn't be that difficult to do. And then we could definitely start getting some power that way. Maybe we don't have to go straight into the environmental tech route. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to leave the episode there because I am going to stand here. In fact, I am going to lock myself in here. I'm going to AFK here for a good while and just get some resources. And yeah, that is hopefully going to start running pretty soon. And I mean, it is building up some power. It is digging, it is getting some stuff. But we are going to have to wait a while before it actually gets down to the good stuff, I guess. So, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. And as I say, sorry it's been a delay in between this episode and the last one. But yeah, there has been a pretty good reason for it. I'm going to leave that gap because nothing can get through there. There has been a pretty good reason for it. And yeah, I hope you don't hold it against me. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, remember to hit that like button. Always much appreciated. Very, very helpful. And yeah, as always, until next time, guys, thanks ever so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.